Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I am going to be playing Allain in the DS lane. Now let us talk about Allain. He is a newly released hero in HoK, but he is one of those heroes that I would not usually pick, and the reason for that is not that he is very weak or that he is like. My problem with Allain is that he doesn't have any range at all and he is not very reliable. Sure, he can do like 1v2, 1v3 and come out on top, but that all happens only when the enemy is attacking you. So I will talk to you guys about the strengths and weaknesses of Allain. So to talk about the strengths, yeah, he can take on multiple opponents at once, even with lesser gold or even with equal gold. He doesn't even need higher gold to go 1v2 against melee warriors, but his weakness is that if the enemies are running away from him, he will not be able to attack them at all, which becomes a very big problem when you are trying to play, because once people figure out that Allain cannot chase and kill you, they will just immediately run away whenever they see you, especially other warriors. You can argue that Allain can easily kill marksman, so can any other warrior. Any other warrior can kill marksman in a 1v1, so that doesn't give anything special for Allain. But against other warriors, whenever Allain starts winning, the other warrior can just start running away and they will escape. So this might not be the case in lower leagues. I know a lot of people love to play Allain and that he has a lot of fans. He is one of those heroes who has a lot of fans, but the problem is once you get to the higher leagues, people will easily counter you. Allain can be very easily countered because his range is so small and you can't easily use your abilities properly on the enemies. Sure, you can land your ultimate, you can get a good ult off, he can be a good initiator, but then following up from that, he is not that good. The only instance where Allain is good is when enemies underestimate him and when they try to attack him. So in that case, Allain can be one of the strongest heroes because they'll be like, okay, it's just one Allain, so the jungler and the enemy DS laner will try to attack you. But in such cases, Allain will just kill both of them. So that is when Allain will really shine. But other than that, Allain doesn't really have too much going on for him. He can be easily countered in lane. You will be seeing here, we haven't even got significant damage dealt on Dun. He was bullying us in the early game because of his range advantage, and now we are almost into the mid game and you can see that we aren't dealing that much damage to him, or he doesn't allow us to deal that much damage to him. He always runs away. So if you are new to the game, I didn't recall, by the way guys, there is a story behind this match. While I was playing this match, my guests came and I had to go and sit in the hall, the living room for others. I had to sit in the middle of all of that and I was playing. So only I was talking, so I just recalled and then came back. You might be wondering, why did I recall with full HP? That is the reason. So I was not playing my best this game. So see, I was just hiding here for some reason because I was talking, right? So don't mind that. Other than that, it's a very solid gameplay. So as you can see here, we are not able to hold our ground against Dun because Dun always runs away. And then so me personally as a DS laner, I wouldn't want to wait until the mid game or late game because Allain is pretty good at the late game. Don't get me wrong, he's not completely bad. He might be not that good in the early game, but once he gets a few items in, he will be pretty strong. But still the damage, see, this is still early game and my damage is nothing. So I personally would like to have heroes that are strong in the early game, and I would not mind having heroes weak in the late game because some players can relate to this. You don't really have the patience to sit in your tower or clear play passively until the mid game or the late game, right? I am sure a lot of people can relate to me in this, and let me know in the comments if you are one of them. Whenever you play DS lane, you want to fight, you want to take a fight against the enemy, and usually enemies are of two types. One, they will play too passive and not let you fight. Two, in the case of Allain, you can't really play too aggressive against a lot of heroes in the early game. Okay, here I go in and I know that I'll be able to finish him off. When he came, he was already in very low HP and now Nakaruru is fighting me. This is when Allain shines. So this is what I was talking about. Look at that, how long we were able to survive before we went down, and because Nakaruru was fighting us. If she was running away from me, it will be a completely different story. We can't even catch her. It's just simple. So these are situations when Allain shines the brightest. when enemies underestimate him and try to fight him, even though even though we died there, I am pretty sure Nakaruru would have thought that she could kill me instantly, but it ended up like taking 6 or 7 seconds, and I almost got her HP down, and I almost killed her. Like, even though it wasn't 1% or anything, it was like 10% at the end when I died. So if I had a little bit more gold, or if my equipment was more attack based at the start itself, I am going for defense, by the way, the second item. So maybe that would have made a difference, but I wouldn't recommend going for defense at the start itself. This will be the best build that I am using right now. You can go for full attack, that can also work, but I wouldn't recommend it because you have to have some sustain on Allain, especially now that they have severely nerfed his lifesteal. In AoV, Allain is like this hero who will just go in and heal infinitely. Like, the more enemies that attack him, the more he will be healing. So that is a different breed of Allain, but this Allain I would say is better than that one. I have already told you about this in one of my Allain videos before, that this HoK Allain is better than AoE Allain, minus the lifesteal part. This Allain doesn't have lifesteal. Okay, here I'm going to kill him. I went behind him, took the tower, and I'm trying to take a fight, and look at how insignificant our damage is. You might argue, okay, you don't have any attack build, how would you expect to deal damage? And nice ultimate by him, by me there. I dodged Nakaruru's ultimate with my ultimate, and look at this. Dun is like healing more than me, and he's also dealing more damage than me, and it's so close right now. He missed his ultimate and ended up dying. So it was close, and once again this was possible only because the enemies were attacking me. Like, they tried to jump on me, and they underestimated me, and I was able to kill them. So this is more proof that Allain is good against enemies who underestimate him. Okay, and now that I have 3-1, and now that the enemies know that I am a pretty strong hero and that they can't take me lightly, you will see how the match changes. So this is why what I hate about Allain: his lack of mobility, and his auto attack range and his first ability range is very small. Like, those are his two primary damage dealing abilities, right? And they are both very short ranged. So you will see that. You will see. Okay, let's just clear this wave. Okay, the enemies are coming. I'm trying to fight here. Usually I would run, but look at the frame drop. This was because I was in the hall, but still I managed to get a kill on Nakaruru, and I'm dealing so much damage to Dun as well, also to Fang, and yeah, once again the enemies underestimated me. They thought they could easily kill me, and they tried to jump on me, and I capitalized that situation, and I did so much damage to them, and my team was able to come in clutch and finish off the other two. So it was a 1 for 3 trade, which is good, and that was because we were playing Allain. So usually I would have run away from that position, but I decided to fight right there because this was my third match with Allain. So I wanted to test out how strong he is. Obviously I don't know like too much about Allain in HoK, so I just take random fights. This is not the ideal way to play him, I guess. This is like the fun way to play him, and I also wanted to test it out for you guys, so you guys can have an idea of how strong this hero is. So okay, we have to be careful about this dog. This hero is my most hated hero in the game, and he can just roll away, and it's so annoying. Okay, see, I'm dealing a lot of damage to him, and look at my sustain is also pretty strong, but before I got my first ability back, I died. So this is once again me trying to experiment with the Allain. Not really was expecting to get a quad kill right there. I just wanted to see how strong he was, or how much damage we are able to do, or how much sustain, but turns out we are not able to do too much. So Lamb is still the one for the 1v4s and stuff, I guess, but still okay. Our team was able to come in and finish off Fang, and then we lost Daji as well, which means we are at a disadvantage, 2 for 1 trade, and Conservative is also getting attacked. Hopefully they'll be able to escape here. I guess they will be. Yeah, I think they have escaped. I don't think the enemies will extend beyond that to try and kill them. So instead of going there, I'm going to go for the middle lane. I'm going to clear the wave here, and then I might try to go through the river and try to catch them. We'll see how this goes. I'm not going to leave yet because one more minion wave will come, so you have to be careful about that. If I had left there, I would have not been able to clear this minion wave, and it would be fighting to our dragon, the vanguard, and it would have died for waste, right? So instead of doing that, we were able to like stay behind a little bit and get it. And look at this, I'm attacking Sunbin, and I'm using my ultimate. I'm trying to catch him, right? I have my execute as well, and my execute won't kill him. Don't be like, oh, you could have executed him but it won't kill him. I know. Look at how much damage execute deals. See, she had lesser HP than Sunbin and even she didn't die. Look at this. This is when playing Allain becomes very frustrating, because these enemies are all escaping in 1 HP and we can't even do anything about it. Usually I play heroes who are very fast. Those are the best type of heroes, by the way. You can say like heroes like Byron and Allain, they can fight multiple opponents and they can do 1v2, 1v3, but that is not what matters. You should have hero with good mobility so that you will be able to chase down enemies, or it will also help you escape from tight situations. So those types of heroes are what the best heroes are. Like if you ask really good players, they would never recommend you to play Allain. They will always go for heroes such as this Dun, for example, or Cow or Shao, however you want to say it, or heroes like Dharma. So these heroes have good mobility, better mobility than Allain, and their abilities have some stuns, and their kit is better than Allain's kit. Allain's kit is good for fighting 1v3 when the enemies are attacking him, but these guys are better overall. They can also like destroy enemies who underestimate them. They can also chase enemies and they can also secure kills. So that is when they become better than Allain. Here I am trying to attack Milady and we deal 0 damage to her for some reason with our auto attacks. And look at that, we aren't dealing damage to Dun as well. We are getting stunned. Like basically we are not able to do anything there properly, right? And now you might be like, you played it wrong, you shouldn't have engaged there, or you should have played it better, you would have used your abilities better. But I get that, but the general idea is that his kit is not good. Like you could have seen me play harder heroes much better than Allain, and the reason for that is the kit, the overall kit of Allain. I wouldn't recommend you guys to start practicing and playing Allain, because it's not going to be worth it. Once you cross the Diamond League, like once you reach the Master League, no one is going to be playing Allain, because Allain is not a good hero. It's as simple as that. No hate towards the hero. I know that a lot of people love him so much to the point that you guys are like simping for that hero basically, but he is not a good hero. It's as simple as that. And I wouldn't like say don't play Allain, but I would not ask you to like main him. Like don't play him as your main hero. He's not worth maining. You can main heroes like Charlotte, you can main heroes like Dharma. They are much better options if you are looking to main a hero. But Allain you can play for fun. So just take him for some fun whenever you want to have feel like having fun. Play Allain, it will be a good time. Okay, here fighting 1v2, and yeah, this is when Allain excels. And look at that, we are able to deal so much before going down. We went down because Fang came. If not for Fang, we would have been able to kill both this Nakoruru and Dun, because we also had our Liam Po with us. So the general idea is you can play Allain. He is not I wouldn't say don't play him, but don't consider him as a very important hero in your arsenal. You would rather go for other heroes, the other heroes that I just said. Okay, so yeah, that's about it for Allain. And the build, I would like to play a little bit more and experiment before the next video, because this was the best win rate build, and I also believe that a tanky Allain is better than a full attack Allain, because even with the tanky build he goes down pretty quickly. So one lifesteal item plus defensive build is better, I guess, because he will still be able to take out marksman mages if he lands on them, and he will have a very good chance against warriors. With attack build, there is a very high chance that you will lose to a lot of warriors. You might kill marksman, but if you miss even one of your abilities, you will die, and there is a very high chance that you can do that with Allain, because Allain is like really inconsistent. Sometimes he will shine in team fights, sometimes the enemies just completely evade his abilities, evade his skills and just get away, and you will be like, you will look like an idiot standing in the middle like chaka, and everyone just runs away, and you'll be like you won't even have your second ability to cancel your first ability. So if you guys didn't know that, once you start your first ability, unless you use your second ability, it cannot be cancelled, or your ultimate. So if you don't have either of those, you will be just standing in the middle like swinging your swords for no reason. Here I'm trying to attack Fang, but his team is giving him so much shield and he escapes at low HP. I am going to come back now. I'm not going to engage here because I know that if I go in, I will die before I even get close to them. Like the range of Dun, the range of Sunbin, the range of Milady, the range of Fang, it's all much higher than me, and with the low HP I have to get close before I have to start before I can start attacking. So that is why I decided to come back right there instead of fighting, and Fang left at 1 HP, which is really unfortunate, but that is what is going to be the case for you when you play Allain. Most of the time the enemies are going to be leaving at 1 HP and you just have to get used to it at this point. Okay, and this is going to be a very easy kill. Solo mages and marksmen are just easy kill for Allain. You might be like, you said Allain doesn't have any mobility, but he can kill any marksman or mage in 1v1. Yeah, he has mobility enough to kill one hero. We are talking about the overall mobility, his survivability, and how his the range of his abilities. That is all that matters. Okay, so don't be like, yeah, you killed Milady in 1v1, that was very easy, she can't escape, she didn't even have flicker, to be honest. But yeah, so don't perceive this as me like showing hate towards Allain or like calling him a bad hero. Like it's not going to be a negative video, but I would not recommend him. That is it. Simple. Okay, and I have given you guys the reason why I won't recommend him. In fact, I had to get like 3-4 matches to get this one match, because like every time it was the same issue with this hero. Maybe my playstyle with this hero is different and I am not playing it like how it's supposed to be played, or I don't know, but I wouldn't recommend. Simple. Okay, but now that we are fully built, you can see our potential here. Our attack speed is actually insane and we are performing quite a bit in fights. Like we are having this blood rage equipment as well, which is very good on Allain, by the way. When you are going in for the OP 1v4 1v5, you will need that. And here once again dodged Nakaruru's abilities with my ultimate and finished everyone off. This minion is at 1 HP, so I go in first to tank for the minion, because if the minion dies we cannot get the tower, right? So that was my idea. So you also have this in mind. Whenever a minion's HP is very low, just go instead and you tank the damage from the tower so that the minion can stay inside alive and help you get the tower. Okay, so that's going to be it. Let me know what other builds you would want me to try on Allain. Like I would like to try some other builds. Like if you guys think Allain is strong and I am the one who is not playing him properly or not building him properly, just let me know what build you would like for me to try. I will try that build and then I will tell you guys my opinions on Allain overall. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I would have liked to get the MVP here. I did I think the most damage. We can check it now. I think I did more than 30% damage here. Okay, so that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you all found this video entertaining and helpful, and if you did, make sure to support me by hitting the like and subscribe button. I hope you all have a really great day and I'll see you guys in the next video.